come to the Speedway. Starting on the pole, it is the 5G.
The recording of this race is sponsored by JB Transmission. Specializing in foreign and domestic repairs, trust JB for all your performance needs. Check us out at www.jbtransmission.com or visit us at 256 St. Mary's Road in Winnipeg.
And to his outside, it's the Associated Auto Auctions number 10 of Mike Balkin. Inside row number 5, we're looking for the 7W, sponsored by Derek Sandblasting and Allied Roofing. It's Ricky Weiss. To Ricky's outside, the 12S, sponsored by Signature Warehouse, S&S Transport, and RDO Truck Center. It's Brad Sang. Inside on row number 5, it's the 11SR of Sean Holden, sponsored by Union Insurance and Shooters Billiards. Outside of Sean, it is the number 8. That is Dwayne Rector in the Dabs Repair entry. And on the back row, starting in the 11th spot, his first time in a late model, this is Rick Fawcett. And to his outside in the free hearing test, McPhillips Toyota Lucas Oil number 2. That is Bill Mooney. So that is your late model lineup, 12 cars for 20 laps.
Your winner of the 50-50 draw, Alvin Klatt. Congratulations, Alvin Klatt, $395 richer. Once again, thanks for supporting the 50-50 draw as we get set to go late model racing here for Wazota National Points. All right, so Scott Greer, the Miller Racing Engines FYE Motorsports 5G, will be your pole sitter in this late model division. 20 laps on the board. Alongside him, Walt Morris in the Trader Corporation Winnipeg Dodge Winnipeg Collision Center number 9. Well, Bill Mooney in the 2M car has had an engine change this evening. They have had a carburetor change this evening, and they're going to find out if it works right now as they get set to go late model racing. Lots of work going on in the freehearingtest.ca Lucas Oil 2M pit area as he starts in the 12th starting position outside of row number 6. All right, getting ready to go racing now. Rob Como looking him over, and we've got a green flag. Here we go. Rear looking pretty strong. Well, troubles for Mooney as he heads off the racetrack. Greer's your leader in the FYE Motorsports Miller number 5. Then it's Veert, followed by the Avonlea 5E of Shane Edgington, who is battling now with Ricky Weiss. Weiss on the move now in the 7W car. Weiss looking for the 3rd spot, and he's got it. So it's Greer followed by Veert, Weiss, then Edgington, Schill, Sang, and Balkin. Greer's car working to perfection. Veert's is not, and the 7W drives by. Paul Veert off the pace on the back straightaway. Wow. That'll bring out a yellow flag. And now we'll go back a lap. Well, Paul Viert parked at the top of turn number 4. A tough break for him as he slowed down the back straightaway. He was battling. He was in second and battling with Weiss in the 7W and fell off the pace instantly, and that's it. And now that car only made it to the top of turn 4, so tough break.
I bet you Brad Sang's glad he came up here tonight.
Well, certainly Scott Greer in the Miller Racing Engines 5G doing a wonderful job. He's got that car on rails. He started on the pole and is driven away from the field, but now the field will be able to drive up to him on this restart.
I think you'll be okay. This is what you call your classic one-laner, and I think if you're in the right spot, you're pretty good.
Well, we're going to find out here momentarily as the Case Viert Landscaping Rental Experts 88 heads off to the pit area. Ricky Weiss right now has as good a chance as any to pass the 5G of Scott Greer. Shane Edgington right there as well. The Forks' finest auto body and car wash, Italian Moon 11 out of Grand Forks is Troy Schill. He'll be in the third row alongside the Nestle 12S of Brad Sang. All right, well, looking at the 12S out of Grand Forks, that is what they call an MB custom chassis. It is a Mars Burkhofer effort. Lots of secrecy going on in that camp, the MB custom camp. They are extremely, extremely expensive race cars, and you got to buy a pair of them, to my understanding, right, Pat?
Right, and they're extremely fast, but on dry, slick tracks.
Not here tonight. Here we go. Ricky Weiss on the outside looking good. Whoa, Scott Greer under pressure from Ricky Weiss. Weiss now trying the bottom of the racetrack. He's right up on the back of Scott Greer. Ricky Weiss in the 7W continues to work on Scott Greer, your leader. But as Pat said, very difficult to pass here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway. So Weiss, as good as he is, has his hands full with Scott Greer, who's doing a good job of staying in front of him. Eight to go. Weiss dives in underneath Scott Greer, and he's got him. What a pass. Nice move. What a great move by Ricky Weiss, I'll tell you what. Greer left the door open just slightly, and Ricky Weiss blasted through it. Now here comes the Forks' finest auto body and car wash 11 of Troy Schill. He's out of Grand Forks, North Dakota, and working on Scott Greer in the 5G. Blue flag with the yellow diagonal stripe coming out for Walt Morris and the 8 car. That's Dwayne Rector in the Dabs Repair 8D. Four to go. Ricky Weiss continues to put several drivers a lap down. And there's nobody to challenge him right now in the Allied Roofing Avonlea Turk Enterprises 7W. Weiss is on the gas. Looks like Walt Morris is off the top of turn number 3. Maybe he's driving it home, who knows? White flag is out. Checkered flags coming out, your leaders in turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Weiss. He's going to take the checkered flag. Your winner, Ricky Weiss. Greer in second. Third, Schill. Fourth is Shane Edgington. Balkan comes home in the 5th spot in the Emery Demolition Silmac 10. And the Nestle 12S of Brad Sang right behind Balkan in the MB Custom Chassis.
That's what the drivers call a hammer down racetrack. Just glue it to the rug and steer a little bit. Next up, who's going through this next? Modified's up next. Well, we're going to do a post-race interview here with Ricky Weiss. I don't know that. Oh, Darren's making his way down to the main stage. We're going to do an interview.